Hey guys, we're going to replace a cartridge in this Pfister pull-down kitchen faucet. I was having a problem with the faucet. It was making a high-pitched whistling sound when I put the water on full. I called the manufacturer. They said it's the cartridge. The cartridge is located inside the stem here. So you don't have to take the whole thing out. You just have to remove the handle and pull out the cartridge. It's not that hard. It just takes a few minutes. I already made the repair, but I'm going to show you how to do it. So let's begin. I laid out the tools that I used: an adjustable wrench, an Allen wrench, a crescent wrench, and just a Phillips screwdriver. So a few tools is all you need. Before you start, turn off the water, hot and cold, just so obviously you have no water going through. So water's off. I put a paper towel down just over the garbage disposal hole in case I drop something. I'm not going to lose it. So I'm going to put the camera down. I'll see if I can get a good shot of what I'm doing so you guys can all see. And we'll begin. The first thing you want to do is you want to take your Allen wrench, turn it, and underneath here, the bottom side, is the Allen screw. A few turns of it. I already loosened it up, so I'm not going to keep pulling it out. And you should be able to pull the handle right off of the stem. Put this aside. Make sure you don't lose that Allen screw that's in the handle. It looks like it has a little bit of Loctite on there, so it's pretty snug. Next thing you do is take your Phillips screwdriver and this brass colored screw. You're going to have to back out. It's pretty tight. If you need to, you can put a crescent wrench on this black piece, which is actually the cartridge, to hold it in place while you unscrew this screw out. Mine wasn't that tight, so it came out easily. Remove that screw, put it aside. So when you look here, this is actually the cartridge, but you can't pull it out because it's being held on by this ring. I was able to turn this ring with my hands. I wouldn't use the adjustable wrench because you might mar this finish up. So just get a piece of rubber or a jar opener if you have to turn that ring, back it off. Next thing, you have this brass ring here. This was on there really tight. With the adjustable wrench, just put your wrench on the flat portions only. For the obvious reason, you put it on the threads, you're going to ruin it. So just match it up. I'm going to try and not get in the way. There we go. And just loosen it up. That's all it took before I can take this brass ring off. Unscrew it by hand just so you don't mess up the threads. Put that aside. We're almost there. This is the cartridge. This is actually the new cartridge that I replaced. It pulls out easy, and you can see on this cartridge there's two nubs that stick out. Those nubs will actually fit into the piece inside there at the bottom. You can see in the bottom there's two little holes, so it's only going to go in one way. The new cartridge, put it in, and if you hold on to the round part, you can feel it, and those two nubs are locked in. If you do it by here, this square piece turns, so I just kind of hold on right there, and it'll only go in one way. It's locked in. While it's locked in, hold on to this just to keep it seated, and then put this brass ring. And the brass ring is only going to go in one way. And just hand thread it. Don't use the wrench just yet. And you're going to see that cartridge is seated in there secure. Hand tighten this ring. And what I did, I just gave it just a quick turn. Not even a turn, but just, that was what, maybe an eighth of a turn. And that's tight. Okay? I didn't ruin any of the threads while I was turning it. Put your ring back on. And this is all done by hand. Don't use the adjustable wrench on this. That's tight. If you want to use that jar opener, those round pieces of rubber, you can, but it's seated against this base, it's not going to go on any further, so that's tight. Last thing, or next to last thing, is this screw. Put the screw back in. Keep it straight so you don't cross thread it. Goes back in. The brass meets the black all the way in, so you don't see any threads. Almost done. We're going to put our handle back on. And the handle is only going to go on one way. So you'll see, you'll fit it on. Get your Allen wrench, tighten up that little Allen screw, or that little Allen, I don't know what you call it. Snug it up. It's tight. Turn on your water. I'm going to take out my paper towel and put my water back on, and it still makes a noise.